Oh, I don't know how this is going to play out. Who's in second? Does that mean I've won the championship? Hello everybody and welcome back to the Traxion channel for another brand new video. It's Sunday and you guys all know that means it is time for Grid World on Race Driver Grid. Now in the last episode I left things in a very precarious situation championship wise. I'm fighting with Ravenwest, we're doing the Formula 3 Global Championship and it is intense. The racing is crazy. I need to be very careful about avoiding contact, but at the moment we are pretty much neck and neck with the two Ravenwest cars. In this episode it is my job to win the championship, so I am going to give it absolutely everything. Let's jump in.
Yes, I see you now. I'm there ahead of you.
So with 2 races done and 3 to go in this championship, it's very, very close in the standings, so we'll have to see after the next race where it all sits. Just a quick reminder as well, guys, Grid Legends comes out in less than 2 weeks, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. This is very exciting, and I am going to be doing a similar series to this, but on the new Grid Legends game with the story mode.
Hi, I'm Nathan McKane.
And the career mode and everything over on the TraxionGG Twitch channel. So if you don't follow that already, head over to Twitch, type in TraxionGG and give us a follow and you'll be able to see me make a fool of myself on a newer game. Time to resume this unfinished event then. Let's do it.
This driver's slump is about to end. Don't underestimate him.
Okay, so the bad news is it's Milan. And I'm not very good at Milan. I always race badly against the AI in Milan, so this is going to be a damage limitation race for sure. Starting down in 9th, much better start that time. I'm going to try and focus on reducing wheel spin at the starts.
I am directly behind you.
I've got Sassy Muller behind. Oh, watch the AI. That's what I need to be careful of. I've already damaged my front wing, but it doesn't make a huge difference in these cars in all honesty. I'm really needing the AI to start crashing into each other straight away because this is going to be the track that's the weakest for me, for sure. Annoyingly, because you can't qualify, you can never start the race near the front of the grid, so you're always having to deal with cars going off.
Looks like it's Mitsuru Nagozu.
That was Rick Scott. That was Rick Scott. The Scottish Ravenwest contingent has spun off.
You're now in 5th place.
I made a lot of contact with him as well, which I think made it worse, but I'm not really going to complain about that too much. I'll blame him for rejoining in a dangerous fashion. Right, full concentration mode. I'm in 5th. Ravenwest aren't even leading. This needs to be a clean race now. It really, really does.
Currently out in front.
Okay, end of the first lap. Normally the AI are way quicker through the last corner for some bizarre reason. And you can see that they're all over the back of me. Oh, crashes up ahead. Can't see. No idea what happened there, but I think I gained a position.
You're looking at a 2-second gap for 3rd place.
I think in the future championships in this global league, as I make a mistake over there, I think in future championships I am going to turn flashbacks back on because the difficulty level is so high, especially with Ravenwest there.
I am directly behind you.
Okay, my teammate's behind me, and I bet you he's going to try and overtake me. Make things difficult. Through the last corner. There he goes. As expected, we've only got 1 lap to go. Honestly, I'll take P4. Rick Scott's right there as well. I might even take P5. I just don't want to take any risks, and I do not know the track well enough yet. Oh no! That is exactly why I need to be careful. Lost a bit of downforce, but the car is still functioning. Still no sign of Nathan McKane at the front, which means, okay, he might be in 2nd, but he's not in 1st.
A little spin won't stop me from winning.
That's definitely going to stop you from winning, I'm afraid, Muller. But you've not done yourself any favours there. Round the last corner. Oh, there's Rick. We cannot let Rick Scott pass us. I've got no pace. I'm absolutely flat out. We're going to block him. Oh, that was scary.
4th place is respectable.
That last corner was very sketchy indeed. So the race results have just come up, and I can't believe this, but Nathan McKane also wasn't in the top 3. I was just assuming he was in 2nd place. So it's 4th place for me, 7th for Nathan McKane, and 6th for Rick Scott. So that means I have the championship lead somehow after Milan. That could not have gone better. Only a 2-point gap at the moment, and it's from Rick Scott. So it's the Scottish 1-2 yet again. My big rival in the series, Rick Scott. Nathan McKane a little bit further back. So if the Ravenwest cars are battling, I really want to hope that Nathan is going to finish ahead of Rick.
This guy's starting in P1. Try to stay close to him.
Okay, Nathan on pole, that is fine. This is Washington, another track that I really struggled on in the touring car. So I'm not sure which layout this is, but this is also kind of damage limitation. But it's good to know I've got a championship lead heading into it. Nice and easy through turn 1. Outside line.
No surprise, I caught up to you.
Sassy Muller. Again, it's going to be just being careful, avoid the big crashes with the AI at all costs. Still smooth, still clean, still P11 though. Just going to squeeze into 10th now. Nathan McKane leading, that is better than Rick leading, put it that way.
I'm trapped back here and lost. Alright, you're in 7th.
Okay, nice progress still. And we're crossing the bridge. P7. Happy enough with this so far.
Currently Ravenwest are out in front.
This is one of those tracks I've not done enough times, so I'm still relying on the track map down the bottom left to see where I'm going heading into the corners. But it's definitely been easier to navigate than the touring car race was around here. Ravenwest are just going to be so tough to catch though. Okay, end of lap 1, still P7, but it's been fully clean, and that is the most important thing. Pace-wise doesn't seem too bad. I'm going to assume this is all flat out, which it is. The AI have kind of sped up a bit now that they've spread out, which isn't so good. And I, as I say, do not know my limits around here at all in terms of how much apex speed, braking points, stuff like that. I'm doing my best though. Okay, there's another one spinning off under the pressure. I've almost spun off though. Too much wheel spin, but it is P6. Still Nathan leading, not Rick Scott. Every point counts at this stage. Last corner, one more lap to go. I'm not seeing the AI mistakes that I've seen in previous races. I need more of them, come on. Absolutely flat out through there. Absolutely flat out through here. I'm learning this now, but lap 3 is a bit too late to be learning the pace. I need to be on it from the get-go. That was close. Just one lap of qualifying, maybe 2 laps of qualifying, and I would actually begin to learn which corners were flat out, and it would really, really help in this kind of championship. But it's just, the game does not give you the option. You have to just go straight in, back of the grid, no experience. It's a proper challenge. There's someone else that spun off. That's going to help because the car in front of me is slow as well. Not enough corners left though.
Ravenwest, kind of inevitable.
And Nathan's taking the win. Okay, at least it's not Rick, but I'm assuming Rick's in P2. We're going to lose a championship lead here. I'm pretty confident of that. Come across the line.
Keep up the great driving.
Not the worst, but not the best. And as I'd feared, Rick Scott finishes P2 behind Nathan McKane. That is going to put me on the back foot against Rick heading into the last race. I'm going to need him to finish worse than second, and of course I need to win as well. So yeah, up against it yet again. At least the permutations are fairly clear because you can assume that one of the 3 of us is going to win the race. So with a 4-point gap behind Rick Scott and Nathan on the same points as me, I need to win the race and I need Rick not to finish second. So even if Rick finishes 3rd, we'll tie for the lead. That'll give me the championship. That is fine. So basically, I need to win and I need Nathan to beat Rick. Simple as that. I mean, I would say I need my teammate to beat him, but it's not going to happen, is it?
This guy's leading the day, so he's the one to beat.
Okay, it's great news that the finale is Istanbul Park because I know this track well on this game. I think, I still feel good about this. It comes more down to what Ravenwest do than me, I think, because I honestly feel like I'm going to win this race. There's more space at Istanbul. I can play around with the track limits a bit more. And obviously it's not a given, but I feel more confident picking my way through the AI like this. Gonna stay to the outside.
I'm there ahead of you.
No, you're not. And that's P5. Rick's in the lead though. Okay, that is what we need to avoid. Hopefully his teammate puts him off. Oh, don't hit the gravel. Oh, that's not gravel, that's tarmac. That's okay.
Currently in 5th position.
P5 into one of the most famous corners in world motorsport. Or multiple corners. It's about 4 corners rolled into one. That was close to contact with Alan Palmer.
This is terrible. I'm trapped back here and lost.
Not again. Actually, to be honest, I couldn't care less what Muller's doing right now. He's towards the back. It's fine. It keeps him out of the way. I can just focus on Ravenwest. I still can't afford a mistake, but I'm much quicker through here. catching up to the lead 2. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. So there's 3 cars. It's me and the 2 Ravenwest cars, of course. And I'm just rooting for Nathan, so I'm going to do what it takes to try and get the result I need here.
I like what I'm seeing. You're in first place.
That is the lead. Now, effectively what I need to do here is drive and hope. But if in the last lap it looks like Rick Scott's going to be in P2, I might have to pull out the Lewis Hamilton at Abu Dhabi in 2016 tactics, for those of you who know that reference. Keep an eye on the mirrors. Honestly, it's too early to do anything right now because of the way the AI are built in this game. They're not going to be separated anytime soon, so there's no point me trying to enforce anything at the moment with defensive driving or anything, because they will continue to be side by side until the bitter end. The time I need to worry about it is when we come towards the last few corners. Annoyingly right now though, Rick has the position and that is stressing me out. Come on, Nathan. I need you to really screw over your team here. Oh, they're side by side through turn 8. I swear they just made contact. I should look forward, but really I need to keep an eye on this because it's getting late now and I need Rick to drop back. Okay, this is where we have to start thinking about this. It's the last lap. I'm going to need Rick to slow down. I didn't even lift there. It's just the AI rubber banding. Oh, I don't know how this is going to play out. I need to focus now and not get this wrong. Who's in second? I think it's Nathan. I think Nathan's in second. Coming at the last corner. Where are they? I think Nathan's got it. Does that mean I've won the championship?
I'd like to see you do that again. You won the race and the championship.
Yes! Yes! It may only be one championship, but honestly it's the significance of what that championship means. It means I can fight at the top level of the Global Racing League. It means I can take the challenge to Ravenwest. So, okay, it is just another championship victory, but this is the biggest one yet, by far. Muller once again finishes down in 11th place, so my teammate has not been picking up the results that I was hoping for, and he's been very rude to me on the team radio, so maybe the trending Justice for Lee Niven hashtag on Twitter was actually, you know, meaningful. Maybe I should have listened to it. Confirmation of the championship results. 2 points ahead of Nathan McKane, no points ahead of Rick Scott. It's a tie for the championship between me and my Scottish rival. Of course, we are the 2 drivers that came to blows at Le Mans a few episodes ago as well, so the rivalry is real, let's put it that way. Just gonna have a quick check for some new sponsors before we jump into the next championship. £89,000. Oh, I've also just spotted there were a couple of other sponsors bringing in huge money that I did not have on the car because I didn't realise. Somehow we've already reached the end of Season 8. It feels like 2 minutes ago we finished Season 7, but we only took one event win that time, less reputation and money, but for obvious reasons. This time I'm 24th in the driver rankings, actually ahead of Tom Christensen, so that is big, big progress. We are getting nearer and nearer the top of the sport, and in the team standings, 47th place for Rick Racing. Big drop for the team. That's a lot down to the teammate, I think.
It's racing time again. Welcome to the new season.
Carbon is passionate about the new season. I am all for that. 1 down, 5 to go in the Global Racing League. And I think for this next one, I'm going to jump into Pro Tuned and give that a go. We are going to come back and complete touring cars at some point as well. But I'm going to jump into Pro Tuned, and we're going to start this championship off at the end of this episode. Once again, 5 rounds to contend with here. We've got San Francisco, Washington, Harama, Shibuya, and Okutama. Now, I'm going to struggle with this. I really, really am, because Pro Tuned throughout the whole series has not been a strong suit of mine. We're going to go with the Nissan Skyline for this one. I think this is a car that I trust the most. With its 4-wheel drive, it handles well. So, yeah, first attempt at least, because I think we might have to take more than one attempt. I'm going to try the Skyline.
This guy's got no one ahead of him until you get there.
Okay, another Skyline on pole position. No sign of Ravenwest this time. Let's see how we get on from 9th on the grid. 4-wheel drive gives me a good launch, of course. On a track like this, these street circuits, I'm going to stick to the chase camera rather than go for the cockpit view. I might return to that at some point, though. Gonna sneak down the inside. Oh, I can't steer this thing. I need to get my head out of Formula 3 mode. But that's P7. Ow. Got a spinner.
Spun out. It looks like Masaaki Watanabe.
Okay, and that is position 5 now. Ow. Okay, this car definitely doesn't stick to the road, funnily enough, like the Dallara Formula 3 car would, which makes sense. Don't know why that's difficult for me to deal with. My teammate is directly behind me apparently, but still way off the pace. So it's P5 as we head up the hill for the first time. The infamous jumps. Move out of the way. Another spinner, and that's me up into P4. I don't remember the last time we did the jumps this big in this career mode. Might have been right back at the start. It feels very aggressive. Oh, big slide.
Right now, there are 5 seconds between you and a podium finish.
I'm a long way off the lead, it has to be said. Coming towards the end of the first lap. Only 2 laps to go in this one. Only 2 laps in total, sorry. And 4th position's not so bad after the first lap, but the distance is worrying. Been driving as well as I possibly can on this second lap so far. Been hitting my apexes, really pushing the limits, and I'm still absolutely nowhere near the top 3. And my teammates all over the back of me. Maybe the skyline just isn't fast enough. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Another driver is out in a crash on the track.
Muller's just gone round the outside of me. Absolutely came out of nowhere. Flying right, I was flat out on the throttle. And that is not going to help things for my Drivers' Championship aspirations. Muller is going to take the position, and he's going to finish the race in 4th. Drops me down to 5th.
Nice driving. Now kick it up a notch.
Not good. P5 in the first Pro-Tuned race. Not all is lost. There's a long way to go in the championship, and of course the AI are going to fluctuate. There's no Ravenwest, which means it's not going to be the same people finishing 1st and 2nd at every race. That is good, but there's no doubting this championship is going to be very, very hard indeed. So we're going to pick that championship up again next week, but in the meantime, thank you so much as always for watching. I can't believe we're almost at episode 20 once again in this series. Much like my Toka Race Driver 3 series, it's flown by. It's been absolutely awesome, and honestly, you guys have made it. All of the comments that come in, we see them all, we appreciate them all, and yeah, it's fantastic to know so many people are enjoying reminiscing with this old game. Episode 20 is going to be a big one, and it's going to be a very challenging one as well, so make sure you subscribe to the Traxion channel if you don't want to miss it. And of course, that is going to be the last episode that comes out before Grid Legends launches. Now, just to reiterate it, this series is not going to stop. It's going to keep on going, and I am going to get to the end of it, win all the championships in the Global League. I am fully determined. But at the same time, you can head over to the Traxion Twitch channel, TraxionGG, and you will find my Grid Legends series startup just after the game launches. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. And yeah, thank you so much, as always. In the meantime, keep it pinned, and have a great day.